Hey everyone, this is Rod, and we're going to talk today about Apex Legends. Now, if you're like me and you're paying attention to gaming news yesterday, you might have heard the news that Titanfall 3 was canceled. I know, absolutely heartbreaking, but there is nothing that can be done right now. And the head of Respawn actually came out today and said that the Titanfall franchise is not dead, it's just been pushed back for Apex Legends, which I think is okay. Apex Legends, if you haven't heard about it already, is one of the best battle royale experiences I think that has ever been made. Don't get me wrong, I was a huge fan of Fortnite until about the end of season 4. Once season 4 ended, season 5 started, the game didn't feel the same anymore. And I've heard that from a lot of people, either season 5, season 6, they started to fall off. You know, I work with kids a lot, and they talk to me about video games because they see, I wear a Zelda sweater into work and things like that. They'll talk to me about games, and they say, "Oh, yeah, no one plays Fortnite anymore. No one." And I was like, "Oh, really? Okay." And they're 10 to 15-year-olds. The target audience for Fortnite, the prime audience for Fortnite. And they're saying, "Oh yeah, we don't really play it anymore. It's kind of dying out." Well, I think we're going to see that sooner than later.
I got you! Go!
Stop! He's already dead.
Apex Legends is absolutely stunning. It's an excellent experience. It's probably the cleanest battle royale game I've ever played. Now, I will say there's some finicky stuff with crashes. That usually happens with online games the first couple days. From what I've noticed, almost everyone, the first week or so, is going to have a lot of crashes. And I think it just has to do with, server, like them figuring out server to client connections and way to optimize those, especially as things ramp up so rapidly. But what we're seeing now is that Apex Legends, in its first 48 hours, has already had 2.5 million downloads, which is huge. That's insane. EA dropped this, and I first heard about it through the quartering, and I thought, oh man, a new Titanfall thing, and he talked about a battle royale. People started picking up on it, and then it really, really blew up as everyone started going, "Oh, is EA Respawn going to announce a new game tomorrow at the Super Bowl?" And they did. It turns out that game is Apex Legends, and Apex Legends is really, really great, guys. There are certain things about it that are awesome and really remind me of Titanfall. The first thing that is really, really great in Apex Legends is the movement. The movement feels so reminiscent of Titanfall that I really just fell into it naturally. Having played so many hours of the first Titanfall and Titanfall 2 when they were around, I just was able to hop right in, and it felt really good. The movement is a little stunted compared to Titanfall in that there's no wall running, there's no jetpacks, and there's no grappling hooks, save for one character, which is really, really fun. And I think it adds something special. Now, the real special thing to this Battle Royale game is that you have specific classes, and they play out as kind of like the heroes from Overwatch. There's a healer, there's a scout, there's kind of a tracker, there's a kind of tank defense character, there's just an all-around ranger assault character, and there's like a rogue, a stealth character that can kind of go in and out of reality, and it's really, really cool stuff. Overall, the biggest thing that it has going for it is this class system, because as I've played with the different characters, there's so many different things that we can see happening and synergies that we see. I played a game with my brother, and he was Gibraltar, who's the tank character, and I was Lifeline, who's the healer character, and we kept each other alive while my cousin Sergeant Wobble, who's a Twitch streamer and has his own YouTube channel that I'll link below in the description, he went and played just the rogue character. So we kind of had this RPG triumvirate in our battle royale. We did really well that game. I think we got to second place. We're still trying to find our synergy, but it was really, really fun to see that kind of synergy happening in a new game that we could kind of work through and figure out. And and see whether or not it was going to really work for us. The second thing to really talk about is the weapon system. The weapon system is almost the exact same as Titanfall. However, instead of unlocking through upgrading your character, leveling up and unlocking a new sight, a new stock, things like that, it takes the Battle Royale standard where you drop in, you have certain loot. Say I get an LMG or I get a sniper rifle or a shotgun. Well, I can go around and find a better stock for my sniper or a choke for my shotgun or things like that that are, again, standard to the RPG genre. Now, this does lead to the RPG RNG discussion, which some people are a fan of and some are not. I personally think that if you're playing a battle royale, accept that that's going to be part of it. There's no option for it. But there's things like the Mozambique, which returns from Titanfall 2, the Peacekeeper, which is a shotgun. I don't remember but I'm pretty sure the Devotion was in both Titanfall games as an LMG that you can use. The Wingman was in both Titanfall games as a hard hitting pistol that you could use. So it's really cool to see some of these weapons that I'm so familiar with from playing the previous two Respawn games, making it back into this new game. And for me, that is a huge, huge deal, because if we see that that's going, maybe, just maybe, we can see other things like they have playlists with a grappling hook, where everyone has a grappling hook. However, that would kind of nullify one class, but it is what it is. Or, even, who knows, maybe they'll introduce a Titan mode at some point. That would be super fun, in my opinion. I would love to see a battle royale where, if you get like a 10 kill game, you can summon a Titan and then everyone has to do it. Or kind of like the Fortnite Thanos mode, where it's a Juggernaut mode where it's battle royale. Maybe it's all solos, but one person can find and get into a Titan. And if they get into that Titan, then it's up to everyone to try and work together to bring him down, instead of just all in out battle royale. Finding the Juggernaut, fighting it together to get that Juggernaut down, and then turning on each other. To me, that's one of the most fun things about a Juggernaut game mode. And like I said, we did see that with the Thanos mode in Fortnite way back when, which I thought was a lot of fun too. But with this game, another thing that is really, really great is just the look. The map is excellent. The design of the map, it seems like they worked long and hard on this. There's nothing feels unfinished. Nothing feels like it's poorly thought out. But everything in the game absolutely feels like it's there for a reason. There's cover in almost every area. There's some cover, but where there's not is usually around the respawn points. And I think that is a great strategic move, because that forces you to, if you need to get your teammates back, if a mistake is made, you're somewhat punished for it. You don't just get a free pass and get to really easily respawn them into the game. Now that brings up the last interesting mechanic that I think is worth mentioning, and that is the fact that not only can you revive your teammates, but you can respawn them. So that if they are dead, your other two teammates are dead, you're the only one alive. If you find a respawn point and you got their respawn beacons from their bodies, you can bring them both back. Now they come back, they have full health, but they have no weapons, no armor, none of the things they collected. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you bring them back, they're going to be short on supplies, and you'll need to go get them some supplies so they can help you out. Aside from all that, there is one real downside I've found to this game, and it has to do with EA. It's the fact that the microtransactions are ludicrously expensive. It's about $18 for a weapon skin. And some of the weapon skins are exclusive. A lot of the character skins and everything are not exclusive. You can get them through the loot boxes that drop every level, or you can buy them. But they kind of went the way of Fortnite, where they made the prices really expensive. And this is a thing started by Fortnite. That being said, there's something really, really special about Apex Legends, and I feel like you guys should definitely try it out. It's free to play. You don't have to spend money on anything unless you really, really want those exclusive skins, but you will get a lot of loot boxes leveling up along the way. and you're absolutely encouraged in this game, I feel, to grind for them because it's fun. The combat is fun. It's very fluid. The movement is extremely fluid. Classic Titanfall feeling movement with mantling and sliding and all that stuff. And then there's also the terrain and the beautiful map to look at. Enjoy the game because it's coming to Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC, and they just announced today that there will be cross-platform. And I was really, really hyped about this, but then I realized I couldn't play with my other brother until my brother told me, oh no, they actually did announce cross-platform. And I was so excited because I was like, oh, our other brother can play because he plays on PS4. Super cool. Like, awesome. That's going to feel great. Play with both my brothers in a 3-man squad, or play with my cousin and my brother, or either one of my brothers. But guys, I do want to thank you today if you watched. If you're checking out Apex Legends, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. And I hope to see you soon.